Welcome, everybody. Everybody grab a seat. My name is Kelsey Beckstrom, and I'm the high school counselor at Dakota Prairie High School. I am also going to introduce my principal, Mr. Clay Johnson, who will also be presenting our ceremony. We also have some special guests that have come in from the community to give their honors to the recipients. And so, before we begin, this is the second annual Senior Salute, a send-off to this class. Some have only been here a couple of months, and some have been here since the day they were born. And everybody is just as valuable and has contributed to the culture and spirit of our school. And so we wanted to make sure that they're all equally represented. In today's world, it's not just about going to college, kind of in the age where I grew up. We just all went to college, and that's what made you successful. There are so many opportunities in the world for these students. And so you'll see that several are going into the workforce right away, others are going into trade school, and some has aspirations of becoming doctorates and such. And so today, everyone is going to be recognized. We're also going to award some graduation honors like valedictorian, honor cords, and then the scholarships, and that will wrap up our part of this presentation. Our student body will go back to class, and any remaining community members and family, and of course seniors, can stay for a reception hosted by Leading Edge. So we will start. I'm going to play some special tunes as requested by Sig. He said, "Staying Alive." So, Axel. Well, welcome, seniors. You have a big crowd today, so you might feel a little nervous because we don't often do this. But I'm going to come around and I'm going to ask each of you to introduce yourselves. Not everybody might know who you are. We're a very large district, and there's a lot of extended family members here, plus new students too. So say who you are. If you're going to college, we'd like to know that. If you're going into the workforce, tell us your career plans. And if you have any hopes and dreams that you'd like to add on, please do so. So I would like you to stand, and then I'm going to let you hold the mic.
I'm Axel Anderson. After high school, I plan on going to University of Minnesota Crookston to study and major in agricultural business and minor in agronomy. And then after that, I plan to come back and farm.
My name is Madison Blasey. I will be attending Valley City for elementary education.
My name is Brooklyn Brantner, and I'll be entering the workforce.
My name is Jaden Collins, and I'll be going to the University of North Dakota for political science. Then I hope to go to law school.
My name is Gage Foggin, going to Bismarck State College for agronomy and precision ag.
My name is Keegan Jovic. I'm gonna go to work for Gamble Homes out of Fortville.
Sig Halverson. I'm going to Wahpeton at NDSCS for diesel, and then after that, truck driver, and then maybe come back and farm.
Tyler Hammer. I plan to go to NDSU for nursing.
I'm Austin Hilliard, and I'm going to go into the workforce.
I'm Connor Jones. I'm going to DMAC for mortuary science.
I'm Brandy Lippert. I plan to go to NDSU for radiology.
I'm Danica Magnus, and I'm going to the University of North Dakota to study psychology.
I'm Jessie Munsterant. I'll be attending Free Lutheran Bible College and majoring in education.
I'm Nick Nino. I'll be going to Wahpeton for the John Deere Tech program, and then I'm coming back and be a mechanic.
I'm Jack O'Brien, and I'll be going into law enforcement.
I'm Zachary Racher. I'm going to go into a plumbing industry.
I'm Caitlin Reese, and I'm going to Lake Region State College in early childhood education.
I'm Chris Sedebach, and I'm going to Northland Community Technical College for welding and going to go be a welder.
I'm Trevor Stein, and I will be attending NDSCS for fire science.
My name is Brooke Watkins, and I'm going to Northland for radiology.
I'm Aaron White. I'll be going to Lake Region State College for the Simulation Technician program.
I'm going to invite Jaden Collins and Danica Magnus up here. They were voted on by their class to be a graduation speaker. And so this is an opportunity to share a few extra memories that we might not have time for in graduation, and also to address your class. So I'll let you take it over.
Real close? Right here? Okay. Okay, good morning, family, friends, faculty, peers, and fellow graduates. Welcome to the class of 2025 Senior Salute.
Look around, here we all are, sitting in caps, all 22 of us. After such a crazy, exciting, and awesome year together, we finally get to say we have almost made it. Today we celebrate each other and would like to take this time to remind you guys what you'll be missing next year.
Our class will forever be remembered as sweet, unique, chaotic, and competitive. From winning basically everything we play,
Stay mad, freshmen.
to our little memories throughout the years of growing up together. Memories like playing games in class and Axel beating people up with a blown-up bat, and enjoying it.
Tanner Janowski, the made-up, super weird and wild English short story that continued for 4 years. 4 years too many.
Filling lockers with empty monster cans up to the very top. Our class has a problem.
Also leaving apple juice in lockers so long it literally fermented, as well as plates, food, you name it.
Our computer cords literally exploding in class, then plugging them in again to see if it explodes another time. It did, and then again.
After all these years, we have truly bonded as a class, making us one to remember for a long time.
Things like Keegan puking on McKenna or scissor throwing fights have brought us together as a class.
It is safe to say that the junior class has some pretty big shoes to fill, and to help you, we'd like to give you some tips.
Have just a little school spirit.
Enjoy the year while it lasts.
And don't plan your senior skip day in a group chat your principal can see.
My name is Clay Johnson. I'm the principal here. Today I'll be honoring our academic honors that we have for these students. One important thing we felt that the school should bring back is congratulating our top GPA earners we have in the school. So our top GPA throughout their entire high school career in their class is the valedictorian, and that is Jessie Matsumoto. Our second highest GPA we've had in their high school career thus far is our salutatorian, and that is Jaden Collins. Next, we will honor our honor students. These students had a 3.7 GPA throughout their high school career. These students are Axel Anderson, Jaden Collins, Brandy Lippert, Jessie Matzbrunn, and Tyler Hammer. Our next chords we'll present are for National Honor Society. These two students are Jaden Collins and Jesse Matzabrun. And our last chords we'll have for graduation are called the hero chords, also known as blood chords. These are for donating blood and or volunteering at the blood drives that our school hosts. So the following students will receive these. Brooklyn Brantner, Brandy Lippert, Jesse Matzabrun, Jack O'Brien, Trevor Stein, Aaron White, and Keegan Jovic.
These are in order. I didn't have enough room. Now time for scholarships. So before we begin, not all places or families have selected their winners. Some were just due last week. In the graduation bulletin, every student will be listed, their career plans, college plans, if any, and also other scholarships they've won, including ones today, but also other opportunities like the sponsorships and other government programs like the Job Service of North Dakota that will pay people to go to school. And so it will be really neat to see how many people add more by the time we graduate. So these are the ones that I have today. Majority of these are local, meaning that they are only for Dakota Prairie students. However, some are countywide or regional. Some companies have sent me certificates and asked me to present on their behalf. Some companies simply mail you your own certificate. Okay, so we'll get started. We will begin with the North Dakota State Scholarship. If you go to a two-year school, you get $3,000, and if you go to a four-year school in-state, you get $6,000. This is simply for taking classes you probably would have taken otherwise. You just have to get good grades in them. And besides a few extra things. Those winners this year are Danica, Jesse, Jaden, Axel, Brandy, Tyler, and Aaron. Congratulations. Our next scholarship is the Kevin Haugen Memorial Scholarship. This is a new scholarship. It's from a family based out of Cooperstown, and they put this together for their dad, who passed away a few years ago. It sounded like he was really involved in the community of Cooperstown. He owned his own business in the trades industry, and so they were just looking for a student that sounded like that's the kind of man that their dad would have been like, or a woman that had the same characteristics. And for this year, it will be a $500 scholarship given to three of our students, Tyler, Chris, and Jesse. The next scholarship I have is also a new one. It's from the Aggie Foundation, which is the charitable giving operation that is in charge of the gaming industry in the Petersburg Bar and Grill. And as required by law, they have to give so much money back into their communities. And they contacted me this year and they said, we want to start a scholarship for students in your school specifically. And so this year, students that will be winning. There are 4 of them. $1,000 will go to Brooke and Madison, and $2,000 to Chris and Tyler. For that particular scholarship, it was really neat. It wasn't about involvement or grades. It was, how do you convey what kind of person you want to be someday and who you are today? And that is really about anyone in this room. And so for our younger students, be thinking about, how can I reach the point that some of these students have reached? What am I doing today that's going to get me somewhere tomorrow? And that's what these students wrote their essays about. Our next scholarship is the American Legion Riders District Number 2 Scholarship, $500 to Gage. Audrey Messner Memorial Scholarship was established by Audrey's brother. She was from the Nelson County area. She died unexpectedly, and she loved helping people and loved animals. This scholarship is given to somebody who has characteristics like her. This person is Tyler for $400. Congratulations. Our next scholarship is called the Tulna NDSU Teammakers. Obviously, if there's the name NDSU in there, there's one criteria, I should say. You have to be going to NDSU and be a diehard Bison fan. And so this year, we have 2 students that are going to NDSU, and they thought they were so qualified that they could not select one. So each student will be getting this. That would be Tyler and Brandy. Our next scholarship was established at Dakota Prairie High School back when we had FFA. And the criteria back then was that you had to be involved in FFA, you had to be taking agricultural classes. We don't have FFA anymore, but we still have the fund here. So it's open to anyone who plans to study agriculture or go into the ag business. And the committee this year selected one student, Gage, for $400. The Tri-County Snow Dusters is a snowmobile club based in Nelson County, and they created a scholarship in the memory of Merle Rainsbury. This scholarship is open to anyone. You don't even need to ride snowmobiles. They just want to know what your hopes and dreams and career plans are, and bonus points if you're involved in your community and school. This person that they selected will receive $500, and it's Madison. Our next scholarship doesn't come with a fancy certificate, but it comes with a lot of money. And it's so much money that the CPA hasn't even told us how much it will be. I suspect somewhere between $3,000 and $6,000. This endowment was established in the memory of Paul Hoaghaug, who was a Devil's Lake resident who died too early and was going to go on to do many great things. So his family put this endowment together, and it has grown substantially. In fact, so much so that the library at Lake Region College is named in his honor, and he has other community endeavors besides scholarships. This scholarship is open to about 10 or 12 different school districts across the Devil's Lake Basin, including ours. There's no guarantee we'll have a winner. In fact, Mr. Johnson and I only can recall one student from our school that's won in our time here. And so this year we did. And so right now you have a letter from them, but you will be getting your award once it's determined what it will be. And it's to Jesse. Our next scholarship is for students who are affiliated as members in the North Dakota Farm Bureau and also planning to study agriculture or some ag-related field. And this is called the Nelson County Farm Bureau Scholarship for $1,000, and it's going to Axel. The Reese Jordy Memorial Scholarship was established after Reese lost his life, and it was established by a family friend. This particular friend had gone to NDSU, so the criteria is you have to be going to NDSU, but they are looking for somebody who can maybe walk a path that Reese didn't get the opportunity to walk. And so we have a very cute and special certificate that's made with a picture of Reese. He was a student here. I'm sure most of you who've been around a long time remember him. He would have graduated last year. And so this person that was selected is Tyler. Congratulations. Senex Harvest States, or what most people know as CHS, is giving 2 scholarships away, and they are going to students who have some experience in the egg industry. These 2 students are probably not going into the egg industry directly and right away, but I have a feeling we'll dabble in it of some way. And that scholarship will go to Danica and Jesse. Okay. Next, the Horatio Alger Scholarship. Horatio Alger is a huge organization with about probably 1,000 members of very famous people. If you've heard of Sanford Health, Sanford Clinic, then you would know Denny Sanford. He was selected to be a part of the Horatio Alger organization. They look for people across this nation who maybe didn't have very good cards handed to them, but they turn their life into something extraordinary. Extraordinary, like Denny Sanford, who grew up poor in an abusive home. And that's just one example. We've had many students win here. Our students are able to convey a story and an understanding to a committee that might not know them at all. And so last year, this person did win it as a junior, which is an exceptional honor because you are competing nationally. And so this person that was selected will get $25,000 over the course of 4 years, and it goes to Jaden Collins. NDTC is the telephone internet communications on the south side of our district. If your parents have service with this company, then you are eligible to apply. On the flip side, Polar Communications is on the north side of our district, and they also have a similar scholarship, which if your parents or grandparents have services with, you also are eligible to apply. Polar has not selected who they are going to have, but NDTC has. They have one winner from our school who will receive $1,000 and be featured in their magazine, and that person is Jesse. Our Dollars for Scholars South chapter has selected 4 students for their scholarship, and in order to be eligible to apply, you must live in the Netta, Pekin, Mackville, Tulna areas. The 4 students are Tyler, Jesse, Brandy, and Jaden. I want to add, this was a very lengthy application that asked for a lot of features about their life, especially involvement and school spirit. So I think you guys did a really great job conveying that to them. Our next scholarship is the Unity Dakota Prairie Scholarship Fund, which was established, from what I understood, there was 2 brothers who farmed, passed away, and their estate ended up in this endowment, and the endowment is to be given for scholarships in the original Petersburg district. And the 3 students that were selected will receive $2,400. That is based off the interest on this large endowment, and that will be Chris, Danica, and Madison. Also, this is something that is renewable, so we have other former DP students who are also getting the same scholarship who are in college right now. So for you guys, make sure to reapply next year. Congratulations. I was asked to present for the Knights Club scholarship. Obviously, Knights Club, all school spirit. They're looking for somebody who's involved, has high ambitions, and really wants to jump right in there and make our school and community shine. And they have selected 3 people for a $500 scholarship each, and it's Brandy, Brooke, and Jesse. I haven't seen Mr. Westerfield here. Is he here yet? Okay, he said if he wasn't able to make it, he'd asked me to present his family's scholarship on his behalf. He established the Cynthia and Dominic Westerfield Scholarship in his wife's honor and his late son. His son died too early. Originally, the scholarship he was thinking it was to honor him. He had wanted to be a mechanic, an automotive kind of mechanic, and work a little bit with diesel. And then his wife died a few years ago, and he thought, I'm going to put this together in my family's honor. And so this student, I believe it's $1,200, and it's SIG. Congratulations. I must add that Mr. Westerfield is looking for a student who shares similar interest with his son Dominic. Obviously, the diesel, working on cars and equipment world, and SIG is going into general diesel. Our next scholarship, is Bernice here yet? Yes, thank you. I'll have Bernice Midstogie come up. She is representing Michigan Community Scholarship. And she would like to make the announcement of who has been selected for that.
Well, this scholarship goes to McKenna Anderson. It's $1,000 from the Michigan Scholarship Fund. We used to be part of the Dollars for Scholars. However, we have reinvested, and if you live in the Michigan school district, not Dakota Prairie, but the old Michigan school district, or in the city of Michigan, you are eligible to apply, and you can renew it, apply each year that you are in school. So McKenna, okay.
Okay, so the exciting thing is that this is being recorded and will go up on the internet. McKenna called in sick she would not have missed this for the world. And so McKenna is taking classes right now to make herself well-rounded. She's interested in dental, but has the entrepreneurial spirit, obviously knowing McKenna and her family background. And so when Bernice and I spoke, she said, I still want to give this to her because I see something special in her. She didn't have to say on an application because I see it and we see it in her all the time. The committee sees it. And I thought that was really special because each of us shines in different ways. And the community in Michigan thought that McKenna really shined a lot of light and spirit into the city. Is that correct? Yeah. And so McKenna, when you watch this, surprise.
She did put in an application.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. She had an application, but after they had selected her, we had a nice conversation about how special it is to select somebody who lives in your community and how you got to watch them grow up. And I actually had the same conversations with the Unity Committee, and then later yesterday with the Nelson County South Chapter. And each of you want to just honor kids here that have done big things, and you hope that they go on to do big things, but also come back to us. We love having you here. So thank you so much, Bernice. I will keep that. Absolutely. Mr. Rose, representing the Dakota Prairie Education Association, which is what we could call the teachers union.
Hello. So each year, the local education association selects students based on their overall application. They have to write an essay. It has to do with their GPA, and then the only other
stipulation is they have to be pursuing a degree in education of some sort. They actually receive the scholarship after their first semester of their freshman year of college. So even though they win it now, they don't actually receive the money until middle of next year, but that's okay. This year we have 2 that applied, and both were above and beyond what we expected. So we are proud to announce that we are giving 2 scholarships for $250 each to Madison Blasey and Jesse Monsabrat.
Is Miss Engen here? Okay, we're going to keep going. We are going to have Leading Edge Equipment come and present their sponsorship. So I'll have Lonnie Geston come up here. Are you? I bet you really like talking to the mic.
I just love talking to the mic. I know most of you here. I'm Lonnie from Michigan. I work at Leading Edge, and we're honored to be here again for the second year. Last year we had 2 students. Nick is our third one coming out of Dakota Prairie School. So anybody else that is thinking about the tech program in Wahpeton, please reach out to Crystal, and we'd be honored to have you. So on behalf of Leading Edge, we're partnered with North Dakota Career Builders, the Economic Development, and Pioneer Dealer Association. Nick, we're honored to have you, and he's got quite a fancy shirt on today, so he's done us well. We have a $22,000 scholarship for Nick going to Wahpeton. Congratulations, and thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, you're all grown up. You got your first briefcase. I want to add, the Career Builders is a really, really interesting program in North Dakota. It was started in South Dakota, and then it went so well that North Dakota said, we have to do this. And so companies like Leading Edge can team up with their state and their local JDA and fund kids up front to go to a college in a career that they need to fill. So Nick will have all of this paid up front. The only thing he had to do was register for his dorm, his classes, and buy his tools, which they're buying too. And then you have obligations. You have to be learning. You have to be attending class. You come back and work here for a time period to get some more hands-on, and then you'll go back to college. And then you have so many years of a work commitment to fulfill that obligation. But rarely, and I mean rarely, do people leave that, because by then they're so invested in what they're doing and they love what they love. So congratulations, Nick. Before I present our last scholarship, is there any other community members that I may have overlooked or not listed, or you surprised me and came to give my kids more money? Okay, before I present this last one, I want to tell the younger students. So for starters, I am not a voting member. I don't select any of the scholarships, and I don't sit on any of the committees. And the reason I do that is because I'm helping everybody here equally try to get nabs and grabs at this money. I help students convey all the things that they've done and then put it on paper, which is sometimes really hard, because not only are we from the Midwest, but we're humble. That's probably our greatest characteristic, but sometimes on an application, our biggest flaw. It's sometimes very hard to recognize that the things that we do are volunteering, or the things that we've added to our school is called school spirit. And it's easy to kind of just overlook things that really make each person unique. So my job is to help you be able to get that on paper. And so because of that, and to stay unbiased, I stay off these committees. Every family and organization kind of selects theirs differently. I would say 90% of the time, it's by what you included on that application. And the reason is that a lot of the people on the committees simply just don't know every kid that has applied. Our school, like every small town in North Dakota, has a lot of new families and a lot of new people, and we just don't have a lot of those connections like maybe 20 years ago we did. But sometimes students are gifted scholarships because maybe they missed something on the application, but the committee says, I know that person. I know they've really done some really great things, and maybe they forgot it or overlooked it, but I really have an interest in gifting the student something. And so I just want you to know as younger students that these students have all worked really hard to make something unique for themselves. For some of the students, it's really good grades and they're in every single sport, but for the next person, they're the most honest, caring, and kind person. And so you never know what a family or a company is looking for. So when that time comes, juniors, that's what we'll spend all next year doing. Okay, our last scholarship was a family had farming complications and could not come this morning to present it, so they asked me. It's the Britnell Family Farm Tool Scholarship, and this is going to a person who has going on year 3 of working for this particular farm, and they just wanted to recognize this person with a little trophy and then a $200 tool scholarship for any tool that they want to buy. So this will go to Chris Letterbach, and it says, Chris Letterbach, Britnell Farm crew, dedicated, driven, and 8300 approved. I'm told this is your tractor on the farm, and so here's a replica. I've been told it's very important to start investing in your DeWalt tool, collection. So I think that was kind of what they were thinking. We will turn it over to our last graduation speaker, Jessie. Again, voted by her class. And by voting, I mean we do everything as a democracy when it comes to graduation. Everybody gets a say. Everybody gets suggestions, and then we always vote to make it fair. And so Jessie was volunteered and then was selected by her class to present the closing at graduation, which she's going to share with us today.
Sorry, let me just find it. Oh yeah, here. Sorry, I'm much more prepared than this most of the time. So hi everyone. I just wanted to give a great big thank you for all of you who showed up and came out of your way to visit us. I would also like to say thank you for the students for sitting through and listening. I also just wanted to give you kind of a little snippet of a closing since I know not all of you will be able to attend graduation. So thank you to all of our teachers for getting us through high school and lending a helping hand whenever we need it. It truly means the world to us and everything you do for your students. Not only us, but to the rest of the students as well. I also want to shoot a thank you to the students of DP. Thank you for your support and giving us a reason not only to come to school, but to be a good example as well. Whether it's playing you in dodgeball and winning, or giving us a quick hello in the hallway, or you asked us what we're doing after graduation, it truly did help us along the way. All of you, even the little 7th graders or the grown juniors, were truly a part of our steps along high school. Just remember, when you teach the upcoming 7th graders the new cool slang words, or you use TikTok to get you through the rest of school, just remember one day you're going to be the new leaders of the school. So try your best to set a good example. I'd like to give some advice to new upcoming leaders of the school. Don't live off of caffeine. Do your work, and more specifically, Mr. Johnson, don't lose your marbles. Thank you.
And last, my part of closing, this is totally ad-libbed. So Jessie and the class came up with this marbles idea, and we're like, yeah, this is a great idea. Don't lose your marbles, Mr. Johnson. Yep. But I actually lost the marbles today because I came in here to shift our chairs a little bit so we had a little more space to walk, and boom, the marbles whoosh all over the gym. So thankfully a few of my parents here helped me pick up, but they're slippery suckers. They just kept going and going, and I'm like, geez, maybe I should be getting my own jar here. Well, I want to just say this class, you were sophomores when I came here, moved up here. You were some of the first people I'd ever even met up here, and we had so much fun. I took you on that special career day to Grand Forks, and we went to the Air Force Base and to the Alaris Center and got to eat a lot of candy and try out all those different careers like the boom truck and the end dump and all those things. And when I got back here, the teachers were like, oh, how was it? I was like, they're the best class ever. And people thought I was crazy, but guess what? You really are the best class. And you really will be missed next year. I think mainly because each of you has such a unique personality. And I don't mean to reuse that word unique, but you really are individualistic, and together that has made you a very fun class to have here. And so you might not come to school and say, go Chargers or something like that, and you don't think of school spirit, but just you being here and being happy and excited and fun and laughing, that is the school spirit you brought us. And so for that, that's what I'll miss, seeing you and hearing you say and such next year. I'm going to wrap this up now. Just a few things. Our graduation is coming up over Memorial Day weekend. That's very traditional to have. It's on Sunday, the May 25th at 1 o'clock in the elementary building. Doors open a couple of hours beforehand. I will be sending an email out to parents just kind of explaining how seating works, etc. And then you'll have time to call me back if you have follow-up questions. There are no dumb questions. It's between your party and having family there, it gets to be a little bit of a crazy day. So your students will be there a couple of hours beforehand to get ready, and then also greet our audience. A lot of people come in an hour early just to enjoy the atmosphere. We'll have a slideshow of other class pictures going on with music in the hour leading up to the ceremony. And so anybody have anything to add? I like how Jesse's eyes just go to me like she's the one. Yeah. No. So besides that, today we have a reception with cake provided by Leading Edge Equipment, lemonade, and that is for our parents and extended family and neighbors and our senior class.